Alright guys, the day is finally here. Today the 2025 Asphalt Legends Black Friday Burst of Speed has just arrived along with the Koenigsegg One special event where we will have to put all the Black Friday cars to good use in case we want to gold max the new Koenigsegg and much more. So with nothing else to add, let's get straight into it. Alright, so first of all, I would like to start by mentioning the fact that if you didn't yet, and for some reason you want to, right now it's the best moment to grab the time limited events pass from the game shop, because aside from the extra tickets that we'll mostly use this pass for, the pass gives you a 10% bonus on all the rewards you can obtain from time limited events. So in this case you could get 500 more tokens from the Burst of Speed alone. On top of that, if you, as I have done, haven't claimed the tokens from this season showcase time limited event, you could easily get 150 tokens more just by obtaining the tokens from that event after purchasing the time limited events pass. I know that for some of you guys, purchasing the time limited events pass might not be that worth it for the time being, but the truth is that it lasts for 2 entire weeks, meaning that if a car hunt of your interest shows up in, let's say, 1 week from now, you will still have access to the benefits of the time limited events pass. Other than that, obviously it's true that at the end of the day this pass is around $8, so obviously if you don't want to go for it, it makes perfect sense. I just wanted to mention that if you were planning to get the time limited events pass, now it's the right moment to do it in order to claim even more tokens than the ones this Black Friday Burst of Speed gives. But now, and diving straight into this Burst of Speed, we can see that it has basically the exact same format that all the other events similar to this one had before. First of all, we have 3 separate events where we can claim most of the tokens, and then we have a separate event where we can claim the keys once we have the specific cards at 6 stars, and then we have the special event itself, but I will dive into it a bit later. The Burst of Speed gives an approximate of 4,000 to 5,000 tokens if you beat all the times on each specific chapter, some of which can be done if you have enough skills with cards as stock, but please keep in mind that you should make sure you have enough tokens to max the cards you are interested in before going for the packs, which is where the real sauce comes to play. On these packs we have the cards which I already tested on multiplayer at max stats on a video I made a couple of weeks ago, and I will truly recommend you all guys to have a look into it so you can know which one of the following cards is the most convenient for you to go for. We have the Singer 21C and the SEC Tuatara Striker at the top of the list in terms of rank, then we have the Bugatti LBN along with the Koenigsegg Agera RS, the HTT Locus Plethora and the Rimac Nevera. The in-depth performance analysis is on the video you can find on this video description, as well as the information icon you can see at the top right corner of the screen right now. These cards are available at these packs, which this time have a price of 75 tokens each, 750 tokens for 10 packs, which is something I kind of expected based on these cards' overall performance and antiquity, since the newest release of the lineup is the SEC Tuatara Striker, which was released on the Drive Syndicate 11 around half a year ago, I think it was, as well as the fact that we are talking about a Black Friday event where packs have always been a bit more affordable than usual. All in all, most of these cards are quite good, fairly usable at worst, so I will kind of understand if some of you guys want to go for all of them. It's obviously clear that there is one pack that is significantly better than the other one, specifically if you are looking for cards to use on the gauntlet, but let's remember that if you by any chance already have 1 or 2 of these cards completely maxed out, it will take significantly less tokens for you to max the remaining cards, thanks to the new feature that Gameloft introduced some updates ago, where if you already have a card at its max stats, the other cards present within a pack will appear more often on the drops, while the blueprints of the card you already have at max stars won't show up anymore, which, being completely honest, is a significant improvement that I wasn't expecting from Gameloft. I have to be real this time, I am as surprised by the fact that Gameloft we all know did this as the first time I heard about this improvement. Having a look at the second dish of this Burst of Speed, because, well, you have to max the cards first in order to properly enjoy this special event, we have the Koenigsegg One special event, which, as it's been the case for the last few Burst of Speed events, requires you to max the Burst of Speed cards in order to complete it. Yes, but it also gives you like a small help by providing access to some lower, more accessible cards on each stage, which you can use to complete some of the milestones in case you don't have all the main cards maxed out. And I think this is quite cool, especially for newcomers, since that way they can also get to enjoy a bit this Burst of Speed, which is one of the most awaited events of the entire year. However, I have to admit that I have been greatly disappointed by the final performance of the main car. This is the Koenigsegg One. First of all, I would like to clarify that the car itself doesn't feel that bad while driving it, but it's quite underwhelming if you have a look at the rank this car has and you compare it with other cars around it. I will be honest, I do really think that the SSC Totara Striker is better than this Koenigsegg One, and it's literally near to it on the ranks inside of S-Class. The top speed of this Koenigsegg One should have been significantly closer to the Koenigsegg Agera RS. The acceleration is not that bad, and neither is the nitro efficiency, but the handling this car has doesn't help that much really. It feels floaty sometimes, but at the same time it will clip to the floor in some corners, which I find quite annoying to say the least, since let's remember we are talking about a well over 5,000 rank points car. If you are a newcomer and you have saved up a sizable amount of tokens, and obviously by sizable I am talking about 40,000 tokens or more, I would definitely recommend you to spend on maxing out the Rimac Nevera and skip this Koenigsegg One, since it's not as useful, to be fully honest with you. I know this Koenigsegg One is sort of a legacy car, a legendary real-life monster, but it's just not that useful within this game. That's why I would mostly recommend you all guys to not to go for this Koenigsegg unless you have plenty of tokens and no other priorities. You could say it's just a collection car basically. What I can still understand is how some people could hate this burst of speed considering how decent the cars featured are, as well as the fact that it's mostly cars that never arrived through a burst of speed ever before. However, I do believe it's because of the high expectations some people put into this specific Black Friday burst of speed, since I remember seeing people spreading misinformation in regards to which cars could be featured this time, some of which were like the Bugatti Bolide, which, let's get real guys, it's one of the least likely cars to ever arrive through a burst of speed for two main reasons. First of all, its price. The Bugatti Bolide has never arrived through any special event where you could unlock it for free. It has always been through drive syndicates, so such a car is definitely not likely to be given for free to anyone, even more if you think about how exclusive this car is in real life. It's just not realistic. On the second reason, we have the performance, for example, because the Bugatti Bolide on this game is not the most solid performer at the top of the S-Class. But don't get me wrong, it's a great car and on the right hands you can win quite a ton of races with it, but with that extremely poor nitro efficiency, I think we all can agree with the fact that it's not the most solid competitor if you compare it to other cars at the top of S-Class. That's why I think Gameloft consider it's more of a collection item rather than a potentially useful car you can give away through a free-to-play friendly event, as it's the case of the burst of speed. So yeah, do not expect the Bugatti Bolide to come the easy way ever, no matter how long ago it was released. And that was basically it guys. Those were my first impressions and thoughts in regards to the final version of this Black Friday burst of speed and all the events included within it. But now it's your turn guys, what do you think about it? Will you try to max any of the featured cars included within this event, or it wasn't convincing enough for you to spend on them? Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the comment section, drop your massive like and subscribe in order to not to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt Legends. Goodbye guys!